Hey, everybody, how's it going? So Russell Brand has just pretty much fully sided with Candace Owens. I think, for the most part, I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's just being a little nuanced here and going, well, you can't just roll your eyes at what she's saying. But the thing about it is there's only one of two possibilities here. Either Russell Brand knows everything she said, and he made this post, which means he's fully siding with her, or he's ignorant to a lot of the stuff that she said and has only seen a few clips, making it to where he's not exactly fully on her side the way he thinks he is. Okay? And I'm hoping that's the case. I really, really, really want Russell Brand to look deeper into this. He's one of the biggest conspiracy guys, but the thing about it is all the conspiracies here that he lists, like the CIA secret experiments and all this stuff, we have evidence that all happened. So of course it happened. When all this stuff happened, or when all the secret experiments started happening and whatnot, right? There was a lot of eyewitness accounts to like MK Ultra. It's an entire town. We knew it happened for a long, long, long time. We didn't have full proof, but we had so many witnesses that it was hard to deny. You couldn't deny it. Of course MK Ultra happened. And then we just have no proof from Candace at all. We just don't. That's kind of the problem, is what I'm trying to say. Candace has not displayed enough evidence to even make us really question the official narrative. Okay? But with MK Ultra and other things like that that the government have been doing, it's been very, very, very clear from the beginning what they were doing because stories were consistent from a lot of people that had to unfortunately experience it. For all y'all who don't know, it's when they put LSD in the water in a town and made these people kind of go nuts. Wasn't exactly a good thing to do. They put it right in the water supply. Now, this guy has responded to Russell Brand saying, MK Ultra happened, LSD experiments happened, so when Candace Owens questions the narrative around Charlie Kirk, you can't just roll your eyes. The problem is very simple. Okay? Sorry, I had to pause that video. It's very, very simple. She has pointed the finger at so many different sources. So many different people. France, Brigitte Macron, and whatever his first name, Emmanuel Macron. Okay? Donald Trump, FBI, ROTC, UVU, FBI, I said FBI. Oh, geez, what else is it? Ukraine, Egypt, Israel, and, I'm missing a few. Every time I try to go through the list, it's so hard to remember all the people that she's accused. Oh, TPUSA, that's number 9. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's right here too. I should have paid attention there. And that's the issue. Okay? The finger points to everybody that she doesn't like. And that's a little weird, isn't it? It's a little strange that it just happens to be all the people she doesn't like happen to all be involved, except for the left for some reason. But now she's kind of defending the left. It's a little odd. It's a little weird. Makes me wonder what kind of money she's got. But at the end of the day here, this is just a great clip.
This person writes, God bless you. Please be careful. Joan Rivers got killed for exposing Michelle Obama, the Hollywood secret. I appreciate that. I also know that if they want to kill you, they will. I mean, that's the truth, and that's a sad thing to say. But at least you'll know who did it. It was the Frankists.
I just want to be clear. Anything happens to me, blame the Zionists.
In a full year of plots against my family, and we have been in just warrior mode for so long, and I just can't even, they just won't even just let me enjoy an end of pregnancy. They're like, no, what else can we get? What else can we find? And like I said, her piece matched too much the most recent Zionist attack. There is a figurative bounty on my head. Apparently influencers making up to $1,000 to make anti-Candace and anti-Tucker Carlson videos. The people have given us names and said, this is the marketing campaign that's paying for this, or this is the organization foundation that offered me money for this.
I wonder what she's going to get to Ukraine and France, because that's also the other two people who put it. Now, she said if anything happens to her, remember that you have to blame the Zionists. Is Brigitte Macron a Zionist? Is that what you would consider a Zionist? Because I'm not so sure. Not so sure that if somebody is trans per se, that they're going to be a quote-unquote Zionist. That'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it?
But you have to
Be very
present concrete proof. Like, I obviously am aware that the campaign is happening, but we need to actually see the email. So you have to submit the email that you received or the text message that you received to make a video about Candace Owens. I just want to know who specifically is behind it, so we can out that person. 10K is now the bounty for that information.
We want to out your sources, but you can't have your sources outed at all. Isn't that crazy how that works? That's a really disgusting thing that she's like, my sources must be protected, but their sources must be dug up. It's kind of wild.
Send it to tips@CandaceOwens.com.
Emmanuel Macron is holding up negotiations to end the Russian and Ukrainian war. Unless you stop speaking about his wife. Obviously, I don't want to have on my conscience that less Christian men could have died in the East if I just shut up about something. I kind of go back in my mind to that conversation, and I find myself wondering whether or not Trump was being directed by somebody to give me a call, and whether he was being honest with me, if it was really coming from him, if it was coming from higher up. You know, my general perspective is that we live in a nation that is governed by the military. So I don't necessarily believe that Trump is in control of things. I can't see them wanting to make it to Discovery. I just don't see that happening. I think they'll fake kill.
What's funny is you're the one who filed for a motion to dismiss. That's what's the best part about all this. So Candace Owens, in her whole line of stupidity here, said that she wanted it to go fully into court with her lawsuit against the Macrons. And for some strange little reason, she filed for a motion to dismiss. She was trying to say that, oh, well, I didn't want it to take place in Delaware. I wanted it to take place in Tennessee, where I'm at. The problem is her company is based out of Delaware. Her entire LLC for her channel and everything, based out of Delaware. She did that for tax purposes. You didn't want to be sued there? Maybe move your company to Tennessee. That's probably what you ought to do.
Brigitte first, but they'll be like, oh, Brigitte passed away from stress because of what Candace did. Oh, nobody can talk about her being a man anymore because Brigitte's gone. You know, this is terrible. The French press is reporting that Annie Trogneau died on July 3rd and then was buried on the 15th in Amiens, and that Anne-Marie's daughter Christine died on July 19th and then was buried on the 25th. So that was 2 days after my lawsuit. Anyways, take from that what you will. We're still investigating. Things are happening. Strange events are happening. It could be nothing.
Yeah, she's going to have to provide some more proof on all that.
Who knows? It, of course, is interesting because, you know, had those two individuals have been alive, we may have liked to subpoena them to get a statement. I am telling you to back off right now. Like right now. Don't do it, okay? Don't you think about it. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you were that were exerting pressure.
She apparently, or at least her followers think I'm getting paid to do all this stuff. It's kind of funny, isn't it?
Don't you pretend to be noble now and say nice things about Charlie Kirk and think you're going to slide into his chair, okay? Over my dead body, which I'm sure can be arranged. They would rather protect Brigitte, even though the whole world no longer believes that Brigitte Macron was born a female, right? But they would rather risk.
I don't care about belief at all, Candace. Like, we need proof.
The entire thing coming undone than to just say, okay, maybe we took it too far. Let's get Macron out of office and put somebody else in there that we can control. They are taking this way too far, okay? Killing people more is actually going to catalyze the understanding that we're all having that there is something very dangerous and something deep and dark that is going on.
So anyways, like I said, if I get killed, it's definitely a Zionist.
It's like, what is this? What are you guys? None of this is real. How are you just coming up with these weird storylines?
It's just crazy, isn't it? Very funny. You did a really good edit. Milk
This
Bar
person
TV. You guys should
writes,
definitely go follow him. Awesome. Right here on Nathan Livingston. Guys, go follow that guy. I need to follow him. Just absolutely amazing edits that he does on a lot of her stuff. And he points out a lot of good points about her videos as well. Let's see. If only Candace were more concerned about the tyrant that wants mass migration, unlimited power, and communism, maybe the world would be a better place. Yeah, the auto pin. Maybe. I don't know if it was Obama or not, you know. Oh, he put Vatican first. Is this real or is this AI? The hat looks very AI. Wow, it is a very, very purple hat. That is a crazy hat. I want that hat without any lettering on it. Just a solid purple hat. Be neat. He said, my bro in Christ, she thinks dinosaurs are part of a conspiracy. I mean, I guess technically they could be. I mean, right? Like, I guess in a technical sense, I don't believe it. But if they were like, let's not let people know that giants existed at all, they could just rearrange the bones, I guess. It is kind of funny because whenever you do give a skeleton of like a not so well-known animal, but rare enough to where most like paleontologists probably wouldn't come into contact with stuff like that, and you bring them a skeleton, I've heard at least rumors. I don't know if this is true or not. I'll have to look more into this. But apparently, you give them a skeleton like that, they won't arrange it right, and they'll be like, oh, this is probably what it most likely looked like and stuff. And it's like, yeah, that was like a Siberian raccoon or something. Imagine if they had those. Do they have Siberian raccoons? Tell me down in the comment section. That'd be really funny. Let's see here. It has evolved into this. It's been 60 years for them to develop. Okay, I don't know what that is. MK Ultra is real, but using a 1950s CIA failure as a hall pass for every modern conspiracy jump is lazy logic. Government misconduct in the past doesn't turn every wild narrative into the truth. Evidence matters, not nostalgia for old scandals. Exactly. Exactly. Because like I said, for all these old scandals, we have evidence of them happening. For what Candace is claiming, we do not. And that's the biggest issue that she has. Every time she goes, this is a bombshell, we're going to bust down the narrative. And I'm like, okay, let's take a look at it. And she just doesn't give us anything but a new theory with no proof at all. Nothing to even corroborate it. It's sickening to see, to be honest. Because it feels like she's just pulling things out of thin air. Even if she's not, she's still not showing enough evidence to convince people like me. And I am willing to be convinced. I'm not one of those people that's going out there going, Candace is so crazy, da-da-da, you know, all that stuff. That's not what I do. I actually do look at her evidence during my live streams and stuff, guys. I look at the evidence. I look and see how likely it is. I see if there's any actual proof inside of it. You know, I watch the whole video. We all watch it together. It's not cut and dry at all. It's not even close. It's just a crap show. Which is why I can't believe Candace at all. She seems to me like the same liar that she's always been since 2016 when she was a liberal and she was doxing kids under her website Social Autopsy. You guys really should look into her past. It's very troublesome. Very, very troublesome and very left-wing. Tell me what you guys think, though, down in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for being here. I forgot to ask at the beginning of the video, but it's okay, guys. If you like this video, I genuinely hope you subscribed already. If not, please hit that subscribe button and give me a like. I appreciate y'all so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.